Well met, Internet. Today we explore the frustration we feel playing video games. While the sting of most mistakes will pass quickly, sometimes a mistake will take on a life of its own, and if never addressed properly, it can snowball into something truly horrifying, an avalanche of tone deafness where the most unspeakable concepts can be spoken of in the most casual of ways.
What if she gives you a good slap back?
Then maybe she's getting to like it, and then it becomes something else. I don't know.
Frustration can cause tone deafness in many ways, and video game frustration rarely turns so vile. However, there is a very popular video game where frustrated players routinely give Sean Connery a run for his dame-slapping money. Dead by Daylight.
Camp harder, bro. And I can't understand where the hell to go on this map. Oh look, camping my own, cause you're a bitch!
Just like no one taught Sean Connery how to treat women, the Dead by Daylight ranking system has no idea how to treat players. So you have the best players in the game facing against people so tone deaf they think someone running around lost is camping. Camping has been around far longer than Dead by Daylight and is very easy to define, unless you're on TikTok. That version is quite layered. So there is a tremendous variance of skill among everyone touting the highest rank in the game. This can lead to a lot of misconceptions and rage regarding skill. So this frustration snowballs into tone-deaf keywords that make far less sense as skill insults. Keywords being invented to demean skill is nothing new in video games. In StarCraft, rushing is widely seen as a low-skill tactic because it denies both players the chance to field large armies. So the frustration that comes from being denied the chance to express skill is far more consistent throughout the player base.
What a piece of shit that guy is.
A large, entitled portion of the Dead by Daylight community want their magic keyword to ring like rushing in StarCraft, which will never happen. StarCraft is a competitively balanced 1v1, and Dead by Daylight is an intentionally imbalanced 4v1, where friends get tipsy and have a good time. So when the people in DBD use skill-based insults with more passion than a StarCraft player, they look so tone-deaf they might as well be out slapping mouthy dames with Sean Connery. If you're a casual player who has fun leaving the mystery of the game intact by never researching anything, getting jump scared and laughing it off with friends, Godspeed, gamer. I sincerely think you're one of the good ones.
Yeah, he's fucking nodding his head. Let's go.
But to the casuals that quick draw brand everyone with a label the second they stop having fun, they fucking suck. They are a quacking legion of morons that combine to form a vacuum of fun.
It makes me feel better.
Which sucks for me. In my eyes, getting max rank should compel a nerd to let loose a war cry to shake the very heavens. This did not translate well to Dead by Daylight. I come from sweaty 1v1 games. Before Dead by Daylight, I didn't even know toxic casuals existed to this degree. Like, imagine telling a stranger in Mario Party to play the right way. Hey, I noticed during that bumper car minigame you didn't charge into the middle. That's called stopping, which is a low-skill bitch move. Maybe play the right way so skilled players can win. Watch what happens when I hit this max rank casual. Keep in mind, their tone deafness has snowballed over a great deal of time.
Oh yeah, he's good. He's good. He's sweaty.
And just like that, on hit number 1, I am labeled. The difference between casual and sweaty players will be coming up a lot, and the definition changes from person to person. To me, sweaty or casual play is not something that changes on a game-to-game basis. I believe the key difference is the joy that comes from analysis and research. Where casual gamers enjoy the rainbow from a distance, sweaty gamers drive to the base of the rainbow to systematically unweave it. I get the impression this Jill has never found an expert's opinion on that spin dodge, and I feel like it'd really help.
And so when they get hit, they're now not running away, they're kind of like going sideways and still circling around. Basically, they waste half of their speed burst from getting hit, just spinning and doing nothing. You're still within like 8 meters of the killer, and he just goes and hits you 5-6 seconds later. And this happens so commonly that I think people need to just stop trying it overall.
And after all these hours, Jill's ability to snap label the enemy should be honed enough to provide some benefit.
No way. Not a chance. It never happened.
The Tilt Fairy has firmly fastened themselves to Jill's shoulder, and it's just misplay after misplay at this point. Basically, everything she does is just shoveling momentum toward me, the killer. And the only thing that stops me from destroying them all is this expert play from Nancy.
Oh, go, 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 go!
This is the play of the game, which is sadly squandered by the Jill, who doesn't appreciate what happened or even leave the vicinity of the house before trying to self-heal again.
Oh, he's on me! I'm going down. Oh, we're gonna sweat at 5 gens because I suck at this game.
I followed a road of red to her exact location. Every label she applies justifies her reasons to tilt. She isn't playing bad. Everyone is just sweaty. The problem is, any killer can follow a road of red, not just the sweaty ones. I may be default sweaty, but I have the direction of a toddler and the object permanence of a baby. I only found the Jill because I wanted to find the Nancy and failed that fast.
Fucking choke on a pube, you asshole. This bitch hates his life.
Yeah! Go on, get! Shortly after the play of the game from Nancy, we have the misplay of the game from Jill.
Yeah.
Oh, he's at the back. He's at the back of that house, so you need to run forward.
Wait, he's here?
He's at the back of the house, run forward. Yeah, he's at the back of that house.
Oh.
This is max rank in Dead by Daylight. Joke on a pube is funny. Even this guy hates his life could be said with a tinge of fun in your voice, and I could be completely alright with it. But calling your own teammates cunts because of your own incredibly poor perception is a shitty look.
I think they're together.
Yeah, probably. Cunts.
Then Nancy just went down in front of the house.
Good.
Her misplays would fuel my killer fantasy until her teammates would simply give up. But not before Jill would attempt the open field spin dodge once again. Bad habits such as her spin dodge turned into bad perception, which can potentially snowball into a bad mood. If she played the entire game like she did the first chase, making each hit take roughly 37 seconds, I would lose. Frustration robbed her of knowing just how far ahead she was at that time.
Wow, what a cunt.
Full Metal Alchemist! Full Metal Alchemist.
Frustration has robbed me as well. I had to stop streaming myself playing Magic the Gathering. I was exploding into shouting fits that much. It had stopped being fun, but I was already committed to achieving the max rank. I did eventually get to roar to the heavens, but one thing was clear. I was taking the game far too seriously for my own good. The same level of interest that lets me research and revere gaming also has me far too emotional for my own good. Let's just keep spinning like a fucking moron, camera. I love it! There are many forms of idiot I don't mind looking like, but when I am too much of an idiot to realize I am no longer having fun, I will always look back on it with a degree of shame. No. I felt as though my research and skill entitled me to a certain consistency, and it didn't. So I tilted and screamed until I quit. I may have speedran this game for only 40 hours, but that outburst is only possible when years of delusion have had time to accumulate. Even if my input was correct, this is still a pathetic look because there's an element of jank within every game. Even the most polished games have rough edges, and not playing around them is the player's fault. How long do we suppose this Jill has been calling everyone a cunt? I won't even pretend the word offends me. I just don't have enough skill points in the word to use it all the time. Oh, no. Oh, you... What offends me is the vacuum of fun she represents.
I'm not helping you. Oh my god! Can I DC?
Over time, and after enough vacuums of fun like this Jill, I don't blame people for wondering if Dead by Daylight is one of the most toxic games.
Not this time. Pure fiction. It's a made-up tale.
Imagine the most vile thing a Dead by Daylight player can type to you at the in-game chat. In basically every game with proximity chat, that same vile thing is being incessantly spouted. So while Dead by Daylight isn't even close to the most toxic community, it might be the most entitled. Imagine being too dumb to know you're asking for a handicap and calling the enemy bad for not giving it to you. That's the level of entitlement that plagues a very large portion of the Dead by Daylight community. They're idiots, and not the dumb, adorable kind who spend 15 minutes stacking boxes when they could have just jumped. They're the bad kind, who tilt horribly and take everyone's fun with them. I've been that idiot.
Hey, anything?
Don't be that idiot. After I started streaming, I became much more aware of how pathetic I look when I get angry. Dead by Daylight has far more good casuals than bad, and each time I see one of them laugh and delight as they fuck up and die, I can't help but think to myself, I'm wrong. So it's time to be less sweaty. Take the research and improvement aspect of games less seriously. After I hit the obscenely easy to get max rank, I followed the rulebook.
Is it bad manners to wait for the one to die so I can moor the other?
As stupid as it sounds, the rulebook is enforced because it can make the game more interesting and rewarding. You can actually get in-game currency for a more eventful game. Frankly, the Dead by Daylight community is a great one. Great content creators, great game. If this is the only PvP game you've played, you have it remarkably well. But I absolutely refuse to be held accountable for the enemy's fun. Expecting the other side to follow the rulebook just makes you stupid. A lot of Dead by Daylight players seem to think their fun is some kind of bargaining chip. It's not. It's a stepping stone. If a core principle someone has is the best player deserves to win, and they boot up Dead by Daylight, they have already taken a shit and fallen back into it.
Hurling terrible insults or even the dreaded C word, it's all okay with me, as long as you're having fun and not carrying any genuine expectation.
You fucking gun. Alright. I'm honestly happy to end it off like that.
But the second you sincerely expect the enemy to be anything besides 100% ruthless, you become the toxically entitled asshole Dead by Daylight is known for.
You are literal dog shit if you think that's how you can play killer.
I hope this helps you get ahead of whatever frustration you feel playing games moving forward. Take care.